I woke today with some very clear guidance, and it's essentially what I started yesterday as well. And it is an extension of the word, which is words. Okay, so in the everything is God and the logos. Okay, so Greek, which is comes to the meaning word as well. And but here's the interesting thing. I was telling stories like this before, and what a lot of people, especially the enemy, don't see, I see. And I could see gardens before I had even planned and planted. And this is also what I'm able to do and see in all the story. I look for love and I create a love story out of all the stories. And here's the thing, what let's just say the bad planning people. There is a field of manure, and it's a little older. Yeah, it's not so new, and it's good for flowers. It's good for a garden. Yes, and I've said many times, even to my daughter, I said sometimes in life, you can walk through a field of flowers and you can see just one little shit. But here's the thing about a flower. It is to grow amongst the shit. So amongst all those lies, the truth is to shine. The darkness only is to make the life, which is the light, even brighter. So of all those fields, oh shit, I'll bring forth a flower. Yeah, this is Jesus. Jesus is the flower of life. Jesus is the gift that keeps on giving. He is the Word, and the Word was born. The Logos was born. And this becomes Jesus. Now, this is the Son of God. And some people get upset about, oh, his name is this or his name is that. God knows who we're talking to and about when we have our minds in the flowers. Yeah. Interesting too, because I'm basically pre-planning a story. Yeah, I'm pre-planning my garden. Okay, this is the garden essentially of God. This is the garden from my temple, which is also of God. The gift that keeps on giving. Yes, the temple is no longer external, it's internal. The new covenant is not those who failed and can't follow and many fields of poops, okay? But here is to the field of flowers is in the temple. And I'm going to give some words, and I'm also going to ask for some letters. Now, here's the thing. I will prove some things that are essential in this story today as well. And that is that any story that I am given, I will turn to a flower. That there is only fertilizers of shit, whatever it is you're to think it is. Your darkened plans will germinate my seeds. And the germination of the darkened ways in which you are making me and the way of God brighter. Anyway, I write lots of love letters, and I explain things to people that clearly are not seeing them the same way as I am. And it is with love. And sometimes I have seen, put it this way, where do you think you're going to be attacked the most? Is that going to be on a group that is all religious people? Oh, geez, wow. Wow. Attacks galore. Yeah, these are, and I mean brutal. I said, listen, to be close to God is to be close to love. And the more loving and kind you are, the more you are with God. So how about this? Where you see someone making a mistake, help them to see the mistake themselves, not with an attack. Anyway, I see attacks, and sometimes those attacks are purposely only there to agitate you into attacking as well. The devil doesn't care what battle you pick. He's the left wing and the right wing of the bird of death. And so his darkness is to devoid you of the light, which is life with God. It's eternal. Interesting, because words for me are gifts to me from God. And it's interesting because God has changed the words for everyone. But what I can see is what I've always seen. And I could see two sides to one story. That's the story for God. It's to his glory as well. So you have sin, you have righteousness, you have death, you have life, you have darkness, you have light. You have the devil who lived. And look at the words. That's the devil is lived backwards. And I'm saying these words are in reverse. Yeah, it's quite a lot like waste to flowers. Yeah, lies do not destroy the truth. The truth lasts forever in God. But here's the thing. The darkness makes the light even brighter, and the lies make the truth even, there is no loss in truth, okay? There is no, but truth will destroy lies instantly. Yeah, waste the flowers left to right. Yeah, I love the right as well, because, well, I'm always right. But when you leave the good ways of God, you have left. Yeah. And, live, eat backwards is evil. Okay? And I said many times before, I could see these things in symbols as well. And the symbols will be their downfall. Yes, because this is, and it's not just one country, it's the entire world run by Satan. But when I could see that there are parts in which it's really, so I was just looking to see that my video is running, because sometimes I get through the whole video and I'm like, why is it that the buttons don't work on a computer? And I'm like, this technology is not getting better, it's worse. Yeah, AI will soon be running the world. Oh, what's AI? Well, yeah, it's sort of a darkened spirit. Yeah, it's that voice that tells you to smash the guy over the head because he says nice things. Yeah. I met that guy. Anyway, I see a lot of agitation. Coincidentally, some people that have making some misjudgments in life, and they're pushed many to me. And what I do is I send them love. Yeah, because like I said, I'm not here to hurt or harm. I'm not here to break them with the truth. I am here to refresh them with love. Yeah, to give them life, to help them to see the way of life with the belief in Jesus. This is the gift that keeps on giving. It's eternal life with God. And it's not earned. It's given. Why was it given? Because of the failings. Read the Old Testament. It is the most uncomfortable time that I spent reading Bible, is an understanding that this was constant disappointments. This was constant idolatry, betrayals. Solomon had somewhat like 600 wives or something. Okay, coincidentally, Solomon now the rabbi that is part owner of a Pornhub and renamed the Geek Mind to Ethical. Yeah, it's the front company that owns Pornhub and a lot of other criminal organizations. Interestingly, one of the other partners was with the organized crime department within the, major crimes unit in the RCMP. And now he is one of the owners of Pornhub as well. And I was wondering what the big ties to the RCMP were for me, because they were very, very, listen, I don't just have these things on video. They will not come to me and ask me for these videos either, because they know I have them. I told them every time I was recording them. They made fun of things to a point where it was really clear that these are police that are corrupt. But they're not just corrupt. they are running levels of organized crime that far exceed what anyone would even have expectations of. Corrupt governments and corrupt systems, like the CIA that made a Hollywood movie about was it Barry Seal and his Oliver North, and the CIA involvement with cocaine and crack and the epidemic of crack. Well, Pornhub and all these companies that are run in the world are run at levels that are from organized crime, policing departments, and CIA, the dark level of government. Well, it's all fucking dark. What you see on the front end of things is on their TV stations. Yeah, their television programming. Yeah. There's nothing ethical about a Pornhub company. RCM pedos, RCM pigs, RCM Pornhub. Yeah, and then Solomon. Okay? Yeah, and I said, the beast is the one who stole the man's name with the number 666. Okay? And if you don't know that Star of David is not the Star of David, it is not the Star of Solomon, it is not his signet ring, but it does resemble and have sixes in it. Yeah, 666. Coincidentally, Solomon's name also, F-O and X are sixes. And I could break this all down and prove everything. And here's the thing, even things that seem provable, they don't necessarily mean they are. As far as what I can tell you that is true, yeah, does it mean? So I can prove that I can call the FBI and RCMP. Yeah, it's on video. It's up on YouTube right now. Watch it. Are they instructing the criminals to be murdering people? No. But do they know they are? And are they ignoring these crimes? We're talking about an RCMP member that was caught because I saw his boots. So he's doing S&M and very severe, okay? These people were killing people and broadcasting it on the internet. They were murdering children and they were murdering people. Their justification was, we're just killing pedophiles anyway. Yeah, but they're luring them, first of all, and they're broadcasting the pornography, which is with children. For fuck's sakes, these people have done some very dark and evil things. And the RCMP member that is caught wearing his boots, because they have a serial number on the plate on the bottom. Yeah, that tells you his name, which I exposed and pushed out there. And I'm wondering why I'm being attacked by the police instead of not, pat on the back. Here you go. Good guy. Here's your reward. It's because they are involved. They knew it all along. Think about the time where they bust Picton. Okay, they bust him, stabbing a hooker, and the hooker stabbed him as well. But they let them both go. She's scared to shit. Everyone in downtown East Side said, don't go to the pig farm, you'll be dead. Yeah, and I heard about events and parties there where they had prostitutes fighting and stuff. And it was all broadcast, and these were all sadistic S&M bondage, BDSM. And coincidentally, one of the most evil people in the situations that I'm in, yeah, she worked there as well. This is the witch. Yeah, witch. None of them, for some reason, have children. It's also very weird. It's because they're dark children of Satan or something, and their sorcery is very strange. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you about what the devil's plans are. Let those idiots tell you themselves. My field is full of shit, but it's to grow flowers. Theirs, I'm not sure what they're growing, but a tombstone is most likely. Yeah, the wage of sin is death. And the left to the right, the waste to the flowers, the evil, well, it's or live. The devil, he lived. Yeah, he's dead now. And he will remain dead. The dragon will drag you down. Yeah, because there is the rise with God or is the fall with Satan. Anyway, I put all these words together. And what I'm going to do is also ask people, hey, if you have something to say about me, tell all the worst stories you can or tell the best ones you can, okay? Give them to me. And if I get a few, I'll share them. Anyone that shares them with me, okay? It doesn't matter if it's my mom or my brother or my sister or that witch, that evil Lynn witch, okay? Lion, yeah. They also put some truth in all their names. Interestingly, death, mostly evil and death and black. You know, these people are considering themselves rebels. Yeah, spiritual rebels? Rebels? Rebel from God, the creator of all? Yeah, that is a surefire way to death, okay? So, you know, rebel written on your tombstone. Yeah, black. Like, this is a common thing. A lot of them have renamed themselves in the celebration, and they all look like they're dying in some kind of way. Like white to a point where the sun shines through them. Yeah, it's a translucent. Yeah, you know, I get outside and the sun shines on me and it's nice. Yeah, look at I even have a like a oh there's a little pimple. Yeah, I'm going through puberty again though. But here's the thing about this, okay? The truth in a flower, okay? It's developing. It's in some of the dark parts of this journey, I went into the Bible, and the words of God were what were saving me. The isolation was not to hurt me; it was to grow me. It's where I am now is that I could sit down with anyone and I could always find love in their story, and that's what I'm saying. Give me the darkest story you have, and I'll show you light. Okay? Give me the most hateful, brutal, broken story from your life with me, and I will show you the light and life and love. And I just know how to shine on everything and anything. Yeah, the devil, the demons, and the darkened ways they have, they tried to attack me. God reminded me of the project I was on yesterday, and he was very clear. There was clarity with what I woke to today. And what I woke to today was logos. Logos. Yeah, but as God knows, I had many, I don't know what they are. They're darkened people. Little demons on your shoulder yelling, hey, fuck this shit. Shit on that flower. You're walking through a field of flowers. I said to my daughter when we were out walking, I said, you know, you can see the beauty out here, okay? It's really clear. And there are still some people that will walk through a beautiful field of flowers and they will look for a shit just to complain, just to find misery and pains in their life. Yeah, but then there is someone else. There is essentially me, but I see it in her as well. And I said, but there's also the one that can walk through absolute painful, shitty back alleys and everywhere and see a way to garden and see that a flower can grow here too. And we actually started guerrilla gardening. And it was based on a guy in LA. I can't remember the name off the top of my head here, but he was a beautiful guy, guerrilla gardening. And the idea was what we did. And that was, we had boulevards on streets where we grew corn. We had back alleys, just little random spots with a plot of grass like that. And we dug it up and we planted tomatoes. I got tomatoes out of back alleys. I had corn growing on a boulevard on a walk to take my daughter to school, and we were picking corn on a boulevard one day, and it was beautiful because we saw other people doing it too. And I said to her, I said, Ava, look at this. This is food that no one would have ever had if it wasn't for the idea that you can overgrow all the weeds just by planting more flowers. And this is the premise on love, that it doesn't matter. The bad stories that they want to give, those will fertilize more flowers because my flowers will grow from shit. Yeah, and that is the key to all these stories, is that you too can see that the lies are only broken with truth. Yeah, and the shit only grows more beautiful flowers. So thanks for growing me into a flower. And all those pains to gains and to the glory of God. This is God's story. I was here for the ride. Yeah, for the water and the shit that turns to flowers. Hey, I love you, Ava. And by the way, you are a flower, okay? You have the power. It's love. It's in you. You're intelligent. You're smart. Don't fall for their darkness. If it's not rooted in love every day, it's not the way.